Okay, now I actually need to go and actually read the book. The Hunger Games is one of those films where the hype for it is actually very believable and deserves recognition for it. This film oh god, this film is just so good. So I feel like we better start talking about it now. The plot of the story is, okay, bear with me with the plot. There are these camps, right? There are camps of 12 districts, and the rich, like the capitals, like the richest place, they have this sort of sport where each one, like boy and girl from each district, compete in these Hunger Games. Jennifer Lawrence's character, sister gets chosen, and she doesn't want to see her sister be kind of slaughtered. She volunteers and for the Hunger Games, and this then allows, and then there's boy who she wanted, she was hoping that the sort of person that she was, you see at the start of the film having a wee fling with, but instead of this other kid, which they've also had a bit of like history, kind of like sort of like in through backlash. So they both compete for these Hunger Games, and then it's all about battle of survival to the death. Now, what's good about the film? Actually, quite a lot. Let's start off briefly. Jennifer Lawrence gives a very outstanding performance in this film. She doesn't overact, she doesn't even underact, it's well acted. In fact, a lot of the actors do a really good job in this. I think a lot of people I know that weren't really liking Scott Hutchison's character. They didn't feel like he was just there for the long haul, but in actual fact I kind of feel for him, because like he is scared of dying, like we all are, so he tries to sort of plays it up. And again, it's all about survival and is what you do, but plus this guy is really smart at survival. Like I could trust him in how to survive. Like I can trust Jennifer Lawrence character in order how to sort of hunt, but for Scott, his character, I think he's actually good for survival. Now, Woody Harrelson's character is one character I was quite surprised at seeing. Like at the first you see him quite this sort of like drunk, very like he kind of plays most of it in his roles, but you again sort of understand he loves like these two characters, and you end up starting to feel for him because he has like played in the games, he knows the games, and he's trying to save these people. Now, the scenery and how these kids have to survive is interesting. One sort of outstanding scene that I like in particular is when Jennifer Lawrence is trying to get the attention of the sort of board or the people that make these Hunger Games. You can see that they get her first time she misses, and then she tries again. She actually gets it spot on, but they're being so ignorant. They're like, and I like it when she gets pissed off. You kind of see what she does, and then she takes the bow, shoots it, and the apple and hits like the sort of like apple and a sort of pork, grabs everyone's attention. They're all gobsmacked, and the fact she actually dared do that, and she kind of give like a wee sort of cheeky wee sort of like say goodbye kind of thing, and to me I actually really like that. And to one more thing, I know, but I thought the soundtrack and some of the set pieces in this film was just amazing, totally like outstanding. Like this deserves quite a lot of recognition for that, whatever that word is I'm trying to pronounce. Now we come to the point what's bad about the movie. There's only maybe a couple of things that are bad. The stuff before the Hunger Games kind of start, it's kind of just all like character development, and it kind of just, it takes a while to sort of pick up the pace a little bit, and you're kind of like, I want this games to start. But after that it's all fine. You get a bit more character development, but you understand that they kind of needed that, but it just felt a little bit dragged out. Okay, we've now come to the ugly side of the film, and I am sad to say there's nothing ugly about this film. Like, what I said was bad, these are just like, that was just more like nitpicks, but there's just nothing completely ugly about this film. This film is just mwah. So of course, it's time for the overall score, and oh god, I'm giving this the epic score. It deserves everything about it. But for the numbers, it was quite more tricky. It's not going to get a perfect 10 out of 10 because it's not perfect, it is flawed. But I feel like giving it 9.5 is a bit cheeky, so I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. But it totally deserves everything about it, and now I'm going to try and start reading the Hunger Game books. Well, that's the review done and dusted, and I will see you guys next time.